Lance is a quiet hero. He stays out of the limelight, but he's a man that's always in the action. And when he's in the action, he's a leader. And that's really what defines him.
Lance cares, and he really cares about kids, and he really cares about the Boys and Girls Club. Ever since I've known him, he is dedicated to helping youth flourish in their lifetime.
Lance is pretty incredible. I mean, he's a successful business person and leader in our community. He's a wonderful father and spends great quality time with his family. And he also puts the Boys and Girls Club at that same level, and it's really like a second full-time job for him. And the commitment that he makes, we see it in our boardroom, and in a board full of very good board members, Lance is one of our best.
Lance has been friends with my nephew who was born deaf, and when they became friends, Lance cared so much about his friendship, as he's carried through in his whole life about caring for people. He actually learned sign language, and he probably could sign to my nephew better than most of us could. When he tackles something, he tackles it 100%, and he truly cares about everything he does.
One great story about Lance is when he first met my parents, it happened to be at my brother's wedding. And he thought he was all that, dressed up, had a tie on, tells the table, I'll go over and grab the first pitcher of beer. Comes walking back, all high and mighty with his pitcher of beer. His tie is straight down in the pitcher of the beer. And we were all laughing, and if you know Lance, well, he loves to laugh and loves to laugh at himself. So it was a really good laugh for one of the first times we were all around each other as a family.
He really likes 80s music, but him and my mom also, they like to listen to this screamo metal music, and it's really weird.
I probably could tell you some stories about Lance at his house, or at a Christmas party, or at Chipino, or maybe on one of the Mexico trips, or even on the golf course, but unfortunately I would be in those stories, and he's going to have the mic after he hears this, so I think I won't do that.
Lance, a lot of fun. Our big thing is Chipino feed. We're always there seeing who probably has the most Crown Royal.
Lance goes out of his way for the club because he was raised in a good family. He knows what it takes to be a good person. And Lance always wants to give that back. When he knows there's kids out there without a father, without a backpack, without shoes, Lance will always do what it takes to give back to the Boys and Girls Club.
I think, to be honest with you, a big part of his motivation is to be a role model for his own boys. The biggest reward that Lance could get out of a lot of his commitment, his time, and everything that he does is to have and to see his boys turn around and do the same type of thing. That would be ultimately it for him, I think. He would love that.
My dad has definitely inspired me to want to give back to the community when I grow up, and I think when the time comes, I want to grow up and be just like him and get involved in a nonprofit and definitely do as much as I can to give back to those in need.
Knowing Lance like I do know Lance, I truly believe that Lance goes out of his way for the kids at the club because he has children himself, and he's a caring, loving, wonderful man who loves his family, loves his wife, and it's just Lance.
He looks at the youth of the Truckee Meadows and wants to help make a profound and impactful change on our youth and therefore on the future of our community. He's building the next generation.
I think Lance just loves kids. He loves people. He loves his job. He just enjoys a lot of that stuff.
I think the thing about it is his love of youth. And he wants to see everyone prosper and get ahead.
He cares about it with a passion, and he feels that, I think, by setting an example, for one, and by helping people to realize that the kids are the future. He truly, truly believes that.
Well, I know he's started at the bottom, like everybody does, working in an organization, and worked his way all the way to the top. And we see here and now with this prestigious award he's about to receive that he has done a lot of good for the Boys and Girls Club, got their name in the community. I mean, if you talk about community, Lance will talk about Boys and Girls Club.
I know he's had a great impact in our community because when I introduce myself to people, they know the last name Semenko. So he's had a lasting impact with a lot of people in a lot of different places in our community, which I think is really cool. He's always reaching out, and he doesn't wait for opportunities to reach out. He goes and seeks them, which is something that kind of makes him stand out.
When you're kind of around a person when they're doing great things, you always see that greatness later when you step back, or maybe when they slow down and you see the impact he's had. And Lance is going to be one of those guys. I think his legacy is going to be huge, you know, in what he's done for not only the Boys and Girls Club, but for this community. Congratulations, Lance. You really have made a difference in so many kids' lives.
For what you do in our community, you're one of the best. Keep up the good work, and thank you, thank you, thank you.
Way to go, Lance. You deserve it. Go Pirates.
Great job, Lance.
Congratulations on this. I'm happy for you.
We're so proud of you.
Congrats, bruh.
Congratulations, bud. You deserve it. You earned it. And we love you.
Congratulations, hon. We love you and so very proud of all that you do for us, the community, and the Boys and Girls Club.
We're really proud of you, Dad. You really deserve this award. Thanks for being such a great influence on all of our lives. You really do a lot for our family, and we really appreciate that. And I know you're stubborn and you won't make a big deal out of this award, but you do deserve it. So congrats, Dad.